Nah, let's just go.
Okay, let's go straight to questions.
Awesome.
Everybody? Right here,
We'll grab
Ken.
another cup of coffee.
Front and center, Ken.
2 seed versus 15 seed, Portland State's never won an NCAA tournament game. Is there a danger that your team will overlook these guys?
No, I know we're not going to overlook them. I guess that's always a danger, but this is March Madness, man. Anything can happen. So I think we've navigated the first few rounds of this tournament quite well the last few years, and I don't anticipate that's going to be any different in terms of our preparation and our readiness.
Kind of following up on that, how is this go-around different from the previous two?
Well, they're all different in that we're just a different team, and we're going against a team that is unique. We haven't seen a lot that play like Portland State. I mean, they're bigger than we are. Not many teams can say that, but they start the Twin Towers inside, both at 6'4", and Ashley Bolston is a phenomenal player, and she's long as well. Very senior laden. They're three of their best players are seniors, including Riley and West and Bolston. And then a JUCO transfer. This is a good group. I admire Coach Kennedy, what he's built. Is this his fourth year? Third year? Fourth year? I mean, he's done a great job. He took that over. They were not very good. He's now got them to the NCAA tournament. So good on him and good for them.
Sierra?
Who off the bench are you kind of hoping to see some big games from in the first couple of rounds?
Well, we need everybody. We need all 8 every game. I mean, at this point in the season, it always seems like anytime you watch the tournament, there's that X factor that no one really thought about. In the past, it's been Audie Gilden for us. She's been Miss March in her first couple of years. But I think Morgan Yeagers really played well off the bench. I think Lydia, she's got to give us some important minutes. Because Ruthie is still not at 100%, quite frankly. So, I think it's going to take all 8.
Yeah, are you trying to manage minutes and stuff, or what kind of strategies are you doing there?
Well, this is different than it was 2 weeks ago at the conference tournament. We don't have to play back-to-back now if we're fortunate enough to move on. I mean, if you do win the first game, you get a day in between. So it's not as taxing on your body. I think the games are a little bit longer in terms of the media timeouts and that. So there's a little more built-in rest inside the game. So I don't know if that's going to be a huge factor.
You mentioned increased number of media timeouts now. Does that change the flow of the game for you and how you coach, and how do you make that adjustment for the kids?
Yeah, it does. Actually, it does. You get on a nice run sometimes, and it can help you good and bad. It can stop a negative run, and it can also thwart, when we're playing well. But yeah, I think that the games seem a lot longer, and you don't have as much to say. I'm one of those. If you look at a lot of coaches like to huddle up. I don't exactly know what they're talking about to each other. If I call a timeout, I know what I'm going to say to the group, right? But they huddle up and they jib-jab, and then they go in and they make their presentation to the team. Well, I'm one of those. I like to get in early, and then I just sit there. So I've got to maybe manage that a little bit differently this time. There are times literally that we'll go 30 seconds and not say a thing. We're just kind of all looking at each other. So, yeah. True.
Ethan Weiss, 24/7 Sports. Coach, Satu hasn't had a 20-point game in the past 10 games out. How important is it for her to get going for your guys' team?
Well, I think Satu's the key to our team. I mean, very few teams have somebody like her ability to shoot it, take it off the bounce, get offensive rebounds, post up. I think for us to go as far as we're capable of going, I think Satu needs to have a good tournament. And I don't mean to put pressure on her. She knows that too. I didn't realize she hadn't had a 20-point game in a while. It really doesn't, I don't think, matter to her or to us. We don't care who scores the points, just as long as we score more than the other team.
What do you think, scouting report from Portland State, what do you think who are some of their biggest threats, do you think?
I'm sorry, what was the first part of that?
Portland State.
Oh, scouting report?
Yeah, biggest threats offensively.
Actually, they have a bunch.
Yeah.
That's, I think, what makes them dangerous. I really like Sydney Riley. I I mean, she's a Pac-12 player, there's no question about it. She can shoot it, she's got good range, she handles it pretty well, she's a slasher. I think they do a really nice job of cutting as a team, especially off the post. Again, the Twin Towers, I tell my team, they have 2 6'4" kids, and they're going to be 6'4" the whole game. I mean, they're big, long kids, and they're good defenders and change shots. And then I think Ashley Bolston is one of the better players we've played this year. She, isn't their leading scorer, but she impacts the game, I think, in more ways than anybody that they have. She's a really good ball handler. She's an excellent passer. She's 6'2", so she can pass over most of her defenders and can knock down the perimeter shot. So they're really a well-balanced team, and they're playing really well right now. I don't know how many 15 seeds have won 25 games, but that's pretty good. I mean, you don't see that very often.
We're on the right, Rick?
I was going to ask you mentioned their size. In your experience, do you find that in postseason the referees kind of tend to swallow their whistles a little bit? It's a more physical game, and is that something that you address when you get into the practices ahead of time?
Yeah, I don't talk about the officiating in any which way, how the game is called. I just got a new contract, but I don't want to give part of that contract back
Smart.
by saying anything about the officials. But they do tend to, it is more physical once it gets to the tournament.
Any more questions?
That was a killer. That was the question killer. All right,
Thank
you
you,
guys,
Coach. Good luck
take it
tomorrow.
easy.